Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Phoenix Rise Game Vintage here, back with another video, and welcome to the final of the Vintage Battle Tournament. Man, what a journey. Man, amazing matchups, amazing t-shirts, and we are down to two. This is Tony versus Joel from 2000Serene. Such an amazing matchup, two great guys, two great homies, and to see them match up, man, I can't wait. But before we get started, again, I just want to thank you guys for all the support, throughout this journey of this tournament, and I'm for sure going to be doing another one, so stay tuned on that. But man, just a lot of fun. We're all staying at home, so I thought it'd be really fun to do something fun like this. And I've had a blast, so thank you guys so much. Thank you for the breakdowns. Thank you for the voting. All right, you guys, so get into today's round. And like I said, Tony versus Joel. This is going to be a 9-round matchup. This is going to be the normal 5 rounds and then 4 of the bonus rounds. So 4 back-to-back. They're just showing off whatever they want in the collection, because I thought it'd be really great to have this battle and kind of end it this way. So man, I'm really excited to have these guys on, have this final, and they're just going to go out for all-out war, man. The winner gets the crown of the Vintage Battle Tournament champion, and I just can't wait to see who it is. So without further ado, man, let's get into it. This is Tony versus Joel. All right, you guys, welcome to the first ever Vintage Battle Tournament final. It was a long journey. It was a quick journey, but we are here today with the 2 finalists. In one corner we have Tony, and the other corner we have Joel. Man, really excited, that you guys, battled hard, went, against some really, great people and amazing collectors, and now we're down to 2. Man, just to kind of hear what you guys' thoughts are, starting with you, Tony. Man, how's this experience been?
Man, it's been like the highlight of the quarantine for me, honestly. It's been like not seeing people, just at the empty store, like shipping orders. So like, to come on here and show some t-shirts off and like have Chris and Peter here for the first 2 rounds, like, was really fun. So yeah, just ready for the finals, I guess.
Sure. For you, Joel?
It's been really fun. I mean, I was just trying to, go round for round, win the first round, and then the second one was crazy. I was up quite a bit, and then Josh got like 25 votes in a row. I was like, oh shit, he had everyone voting for him, but pulled it out at the end. So really happy to be going up against Tony. I know he's got a crazy collection, a lot of stuff I really like and hope to have one day. So should be fun.
Oh, for sure. I think it's going to be a really good matchup. Man, I first of all, I just want to thank you guys, man, for entering this and being a part of this. It's just a lot of fun, and it's cool to like see people. Obviously, we're all at home, it's just stuck and stuff. So not a lot of stuff we can do. So it's cool to connect and talk with you guys. And man, it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to do some more. But I mean, here we go, guys. This is the final. As you guys know, I sent it, to you before previously. We have more rounds in this. There's going to be 9 rounds. We're going to have 5 normal categories, and then we're going to have 4 bonus rounds. Have you guys go head to head, show whatever you like. So starting with the first round, we took it back from the first, the quarterfinal. This is going to be best fade. Again, just a t-shirt that, you feel like has a really good fade, or that you really like the fade on. Again, a fan favorite. And starting with you, Tony, man, what do you got?
All right. So yeah, I realized I didn't have too many with like crazy fades, but movie tees are on fire right now. And this is like, just happens to be one of my like only movie tees that isn't horror. And it's this New Jack City promo t-shirt. And like, it's super soft and grayed out, but also like the graphic itself is like that perfect like fade on it. We got Nino Brown on there. Probably from 91. Like the tag is gone, but single stitch.
Yeah, blue definitely pops nice on the faded tees.
Yeah, dude, it's like he's just chilling back there in the cut, and it's like kind of got lines going through it. Yeah, it's super dope.
That's sick.
Got this one from Peter in a trade. I forget what I traded him, but I was happy to get this one.
I've always seen that first of all, I mean, the movie tees are going up. I've had conversations with people. It's pretty crazy to see, like 2 years ago, a lot of these movie tees weren't going for like that much, and now they're shooting up. And it's got to be a lot of fun for you guys, at the shop, where like you guys all collect vintage and you guys can go trade around stuff and kind of try to do deals and everything. So I'm sure.
Man, I keep missing the wave though. Like I sold a mask tee for like $30 back in the day. Now they're like 400 plus. I'm like, what in the world is going on? But
for sure. All right, Joel, you're up. What do you got?
Going with this Janet Jackson. The World Tour, I think it's, 1996. It's got a real good fade on it. It's kind of more of like a boxy fit. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see, but like the back is almost kind of like faded in spots.
Okay, you can see it on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wear this one a lot. It kind of has like a loose neck, which I usually hate on shirts, but it fits real nice. So the buddy hooked this up for $40, so I really like this one. Always trying to find more Janet tees, but yeah, they're just always like, yeah, pretty pricey. Not trying to pay a ton.
Oh, for sure. And that spot fading is some of my favorite fading. I don't know why. Like when you kind of like it goes in from like that faded gray, black to like just the normal kind of stuff. It's really cool to see.
For sure.
Awesome, guys. If you want to show off the round one there, this is best fade. All right, sick. All right, you guys, get into round two here, man. This is, again, one of my favorites. This is going to be best graphic. Now, this, like I said before, man, it can be in a lot of things. It can do, anything from a obscene graphic, a crazy double-sided, one just single hit on the chest. Just a graphic that you really like and, love to show off. So starting with you, Tony, what do you got?
So I was saving this one for the finals if I made it for sure. One of my favorite tees of all time. Had two, but I sold the double up, so I'm on the hunt for another. But the House of 1,000 Corpses with the huge back. Definitely one of the more, like, I'd say sought after horror tees. Just like crazy double-sided graphic. Super gory.
So wild.
Definitely get a ton of looks when you're wearing this, especially when the back is out and you're just like walking around. But yeah, it's on the Cygnus tag, 2001 copyright date, but definitely one of my favorite tees that I own. Kind of regret selling the double up, but
you don't see it too often either that much. Like it's not one that you can just probably search up on eBay and then just cop. So it's pretty.
man, Street Mare?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you that. Like
he messaged me tonight. He got one for $62 on Grailed, and the guy had a bunch of 1-star reviews saying he didn't ship, and it showed up at his door. Like,
yeah.
You can't find these for under $250, really. Like,
no, that's crazy.
So,
yeah, and with it not being like super old, it's just obviously just gonna go up as 10 years.
Yeah, and just with how wild it is, it's one of those tees.
You're up, Joel, man. What do you got?
We're going with this double-sided Budweiser. It's just the same print on the front and the back. I don't know why. For some reason, I really like alcohol tees and stuff. Obviously like wrestling tees. I think it has something to do with my mom would never. Obviously, I couldn't buy alcohol shirts when I was a kid, but like wrestling tees, all that. She was like, no, you're not getting it. But I really like this one. No, yeah, it's on a jerseys tag, but it's like licensed to Wild Oats. I know it's kind of similar to like the pool one, like the billiards one. You see that quite a bit, but yeah, I don't really see this one too often.
Oh, that one's pretty crazy and like just that all over print with and like it's a clean graphic too. Like it's that shine on the bottle too. It's pretty wild.
For sure.
All right, you guys want to show off round two there? This is best graphic. All right, you guys, so looking into round three here, this is going to be craziest flex. This is a piece that, you're looking to flex that's, to the homies, man, on IG, just something that's, pretty wild. We've seen some crazy t-shirts in this round. This is some of people's favorite, rounds. This is kind of the head-to-head matchup that a lot of people are kind of torn with voting on. So starting with you, Tony, man, what do you got?
So I went back to what seems to be a popular choice for this round, but it's another one of my Nirvana tees here. It's the unplugged graphic tee. Nothing on the back, but it's still got the Giant by Toltecs tag on there. I mean, just this performance, this album, like listen to it live, it's just like one of my favorite albums to put in the car and just like vibe out to. So got this one from Bruce. You don't see this one a lot. Like the unplugged ones, they're a little more obscure.
It's usually on like a black shirt, right? I thought
I don't know.
I think. Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of the other like that. I know there's that other unplugged one.
And there's also one of just like his face too, I think, from it. But yeah, super dope. On the white tee, of course, Nirvana tees up there in price, always a flex. So busted that one out.
Joel, you're up.
Gonna go with the Leonardo DiCaprio. Like I said in the past 2 rounds, I really like the rap style tees that aren't rappers, and Leonardo DiCaprio's got to be like definitely top 5, probably like top 3 favorite actors. So definitely a cool tee. They did him kind of bogus on the front, like he looks kind of funny, but definitely a cool one.
Oh, that's crazy. And is that I always think a lot of the Leo tees are like Euro bootlegs. Like you see that a lot, and I feel like they just, I don't know, some of the non, like you said, the non-rapper rap tees like are just some of my favorites, and that's definitely one that's you don't see too often.
I've seen like this particular one on Bay Club tags, but this one is like you can't even like make out the tag. And it looks like it's just like folded up, but it's like crunchy. Like I can't move it, like it's like melted or some shit. But.
Yeah, I've had some teas like that. I don't know what it was a rap tee too.
Yeah, I can't even see the bottom. 100% cotton.
I wonder if something happens in like the printing like when I put that big graphic on there and it like melts it or something.
Yeah, probably. That would definitely make sense.
Probably accidentally hits the tag and then like just messes it up and hits that
right. Tag. Yeah, that's definitely what it feels like.
Awesome, guys. Well, if you want to show off your round 3 here, this is Craziest Flex. Again, I feel like this is going to be another tough matchup. All right, you guys, get into round 4 here. Again, another, the thing we look to do is, buy steals online, get crazy steals, whether it's on eBay, Depop. Man, there's so many outlets that we have now. You don't see them too often anymore, but there's still steals out there. So starting with you, Tony, man, let's look into round 4. This is best online steal.
So I guess this one's for Joel right here. It's a rap tee that's not a rapper.
I
was going through all my like purchases on the apps and stuff just to see. Oh, hold on. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Damn, I had do not disturb on. Oh, let me start. Yes, this one's for Joel. It's a rap tee that's not a rapper, and I was looking through and I got this for $30, like 137 weeks ago. And it's the Trent Reznor 9 Inch Nails rap tee. And I don't even remember getting this for $30, but when I was going through the app and saw that, I'm like, yeah, that's got to be the one. I actually got 2 of these, but I know I paid like $100 for the second one, so $30 for the first one was definitely my come up.
So crazy. That's definitely a steal right there too. I mean, that's one you for sure don't see. And I know you've been getting into kind of the ones with Trent more on the at the graphics and stuff too. So
yeah, so it's cool to have this one because I'm looking for anything with like him on it, not just like words and text and stuff. So yeah, $30.
Damn. All right, Joel, what do you got?
Well, the other Stone Cold Celebrity Deathmatch graphic, I know in the last round of the steals, I showed the first one that I got for a steal, and then led me down the rabbit hole, and I saw one that kept getting relisted, and it didn't sell, so I got this one for $40.
Wow.
Damn.
This was probably, I mean, now I keep saying like, oh, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, but I'm just getting old. Like time goes by too quick. It's probably like 3 years ago. But yeah, I've worn this one quite a bit. Really liked it.
Yeah, I remember you showing, you put on your story a couple of days ago of like your eBay like purchases, like this for $40, the Rodzilla you got for like 72 that ended up selling. Like, I mean, both of you guys, even we've talked before 22, like you guys have gotten some really good online, eBay steals. Like you just don't see it as much anymore.
Yeah, I had gotten I didn't even remember this one, but one of those NBA Jam tees.
Yeah.
I've had like 5 of those, but none of them fit me. Like they fit too big. I need a large. But I got one of those for $7.95 and another one for $12.95, and like a couple of the Turok. I bought up like 5 of those Turok 2 shirts, and they were all like between $15 and $30 a piece. And I mean, I just sold one for $120 on Grailed yesterday, so it's like
pretty wild, like to see
crazy.
Those just shoot up.
I know, and it's hard because then like you sell a shirt that you like the graphic, and maybe you want it back like a couple of years later, and it's just so hard to pay that price when you know what you got it for originally. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like jading me towards it. It's like hard to pay $250 for a shirt that used to be $50.
Yeah, it's tough for sure. All right, you guys want to show? This is round 4, best online steal.
I wore this one. I was in St. Louis, and I went to Reset, and then I went to like the little like children's museum there, and I wasn't even thinking. I just had this on.
All right, you guys. So get into round 5 here. This is another one. Most valuable T-shirt or most sentimental, if you want to say. This is a T-shirt that we've, as I mentioned in the previous round, just a T-shirt that means a lot to you, a T-shirt that you just wouldn't sell. So starting with you, Tony, man, what do you got?
So I've been getting some messages like, yo, you haven't shown any Blink-182 shirts yet. And I'm like, don't worry. Yeah, I was waiting. This one I've only ever seen a couple times. So it's got the classic, Enema logo on the front. But the back's got the, the lyrics to Family Reunion. So pretty vulgar on the back. But, I mean, it's just classic Blink-182. They were just like that, especially back in the day. So especially on a white shirt with the Enema logo, Enema era shirt, it means like more to me than what it's worth, So like I'll never let this one go.
Sure. Yeah, I was pretty shocked that you hadn't showed a Blink tee yet, and I just knew that you were kind of waiting, just holding out. But no, that one's so sick, and of course, just such a great album, and I know it means a lot to you too.
Yeah, and I was like debating on which one to use, and I saw like the Aliens Exist one. I was like, that's perfect right now with like Tom and the whole alien thing that just got announced. But this is the one I went with.
All right, Joel, what do you got?
Just the like 90s. It might be late 80s. It's on the weird tag. Speed limit 70. It's like a paper thin tee. Buddy of mine gave this to me. That's kind of the route I was going with the sentimental category. It's like how I got the shirt rather than like what the graphic means to me. But the same guy that I got the thin line shirt from, he hooked this up. Like he'll always just come through with a bunch of stuff. We'll work out like a good deal. I'll give him a couple tees I know he likes, and he always hooks it up really good. But actually, a funny story. Like another kid that's local in Wisconsin, I've never met him. Like personally, but he worked at a thrift store and they wouldn't let people buy any of the stuff. So like it had to be on the floor for a day. So he stole this shirt. And then my buddy ended up buying it from him. But I don't know if you might have to bleep that out. I don't know if you your video might get like demonetized or taken down or something. The stolen goods. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, just another one I wouldn't sell because of how I got it and good fit, like good graphic.
That's a dream car too. I don't know why I always wanted a Ferrari from like late 80s or like early 90s.
Right. Yeah, so much like maintenance, even if you find one. That's what's crazy about that kind of stuff.
Oh, for sure. You got the stolen goods shirt there. You know, if
Right.
we get demonetized. It's all good. All right, if you guys want to show, this is round 5. This is most valuable or most sentimental.
No back. Weird ass tag. That's the back for me, is the weird tag.
That's tag. All right, you guys. So looking into the final 4 rounds of the Vintage Battle Tournament, this is going to be, you know, basically 4 collector's choice rounds. Technically, there's 3 bonus rounds, but I told you guys basically to pick out 4 T-shirts out of your collection. There was no rules, just 4 T-shirts that you guys wanted to show. So we're just going to go back and forth for the next 4 rounds. So starting with you, Tony, what do you got?
All right, so the first one I went with was this DMX long sleeve. It's got the crazy front graphic, but one of my favorite parts is both sleeves has like the huge like dog hits going up and down it.
Nice.
So it's just like there's like blood splattered everywhere, dogs everywhere. I mean, DMX was such a big part of my childhood. Just like, I mean, I could never have a CD. My mom wouldn't allow it, but like when I went to a friend's house for the radio, he was always on. So haven't shown a long sleeve, I don't think. So this is like a crazy one.
Yeah.
Look at, and the tag is like hanging on literally by a thread. old Delta tag. Yeah.
Your mom picks you up from a friend's house. She's like, Tony, why are you barking like a dog? You need to knock that off.
Bro, she hated everything I was into, wrestling, like rap music. Like she was not about it.
I mean, rightfully so. Like even watching back, like some of that stuff that was on like WWF, like the bra and panties matches and shit like that. Like there was like the one match where dude like wrestled for his baby. It was like for his child, like custody of the child and shit. Like
I'll never forget one year on 4th of July, I couldn't go watch fireworks because I watched Bloodsport again. And my mom said if I watched Bloodsport one more time, I couldn't go, but I couldn't help myself. Shout out Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I remember my older cousin lived in the basement at my grandma's, and he would never be home. And I remember going in there and finding like some backyard wrestling DVD when I was like 10 years old. And they were like showing boobs and just like bashing each other over the head and shit. And like,
yes.
He also had kids. That's when I watched the movie Kids. So yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, Joel, you're up. Okay.
The Rodzilla. Pretty fitting right now too, with like the documentary and stuff going on. He had the pretty good episode. But yeah, what more can you say about Dennis Rodman, dude? The fucking nut. Yeah, and it's so funny. The like pictures of him are like at what was it, Brawl at the Beach, or I think he was on for a couple.
Yeah.
Where he's wearing this shirt of himself, like that's just perfect. That's so funny. Like when you look back at old wrestling stuff and them just wearing shirts with pictures of themselves on it.
Yeah.
Like, so funny. But yeah, today trends tag, but it's just completely faded off. This was the one that you're talking about where I got all 3 of them from a guy for $150. So yeah, I paid $50 for this. So also could have been in the best online steals, but I almost sold this. Luckily, no one bought it. So really glad. Just 'cause I wore the shit out of it, and I was like, oh, I'm getting kind of sick of it, but just because it's it goes with everything, the colors. So really glad I didn't sell it.
Don't sell it. Like it's just like my Rodman piece. Like I'm still looking for more, but they're hard to find. The price is going up on them, and it's just it's you don't sell your Rodman pieces, man. It's just you can't anymore.
I know, it's crazy. A lot of them that I had too were like on like a XL Marina tag. I actually just rebought the tattoo long sleeve because there's some lady on eBay that has a bunch of them, and she took 35 brand new. So yeah, they dude, that's the dude that he had a bunch of Rodman tees, and then I think he just sold most of them off, and then they just have a shit ton of those long sleeves.
Those long sleeves are sick too. I want to get. Yeah, I think I've seen that too, the 35, and I was tempted. I might have to buy it after this video. We'll see.
Oh yeah, no, it was 50 or best offer, and I just offered 35, and they accepted.
Oh, for sure. You guys want to show this round, and we'll just keep going? My bad to make you go back over this.
That's a pretty interesting round, the DMX versus the Rodman. I love it.
Right. That DMX is another one that I've always wanted that used to be a lot cheaper. I remember it used to be like 80 to 100, and what is it now? Probably like 250, 200.
Yeah, if I had listed, I'd probably ask like 300 OBO and just see what happens.
Right, yeah, yours has like a good fade. I remember the one I was gonna buy like almost looked brand new, and I was not liking it.
All right, you guys, 3 more rounds, man. Same thing. Just keep on. This is battle for battle, so you're up, Tony.
All right, so I realized all 4 of my bonus rounds were like black T-shirts, so I swapped one out for some color. So I went with the Pink Floyd tie-dye.
My entire 9 shirts are black.
I had a couple white ones in there, but I was like, man, I got to throw some color in here. This one's just nuts. I mean, there's so much stuff going on with this shirt.
It's so wild. And the tie-dye as well. Like, you don't see that too often with that.
Yeah, the tie-dye is nuts on it. All the logos on the back, 94 Division Bell. Got this on a Marketplace back before Marketplace really popped off. I got like a decent little lot of like band tees shipped to me for not a bad price, so hung on to this one. So yeah, that's number 2.
All right, Joel, you're up.
Figure it's only fitting.
I feel like you're just trying to win me over. And I mean,
when you messaged me last night, like you're like, oh, what are the majority of your shirts? I'm like, I think I'm gonna be showing a lot of wrestling shirts. So. But yeah, I believe that I showed the other one last round. I think that's the only 3 Stone Cold graphics that are on black T-shirts. So anybody correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I was saying before, too. This one's on a wild oat, so it's like fits a little bit bigger.
That's what I need to find. So if anybody has it, I'm just making this PSA right now. Hit me up because I need it on a wild oat.
I remember this is another one that like maybe I think it was like a year ago. For All Time Envy had it, and I think it was $90, and I just remember like having it in my cart for a while, like debating it for a couple days, and then I was like, shit, I need all 3 of them, so I ended up buying it, and now I'm glad I did, obviously, because they went up a bit, but
it's just crazy to see these prices go up and it sucks because a lot of my grails, they're just starting to shoot up. I need to it's like when you dropped all those Robin pieces, I regret so much. I was telling Tony, man, I regret so much just not like wiping it out and copping all of them. And it's just now those are like, just shooting up in price. And you have the really good prices too on them. So it's pretty, how long did those take for those to sell off your site?
A couple of them a little bit longer, like the Rodzilla, like big face one. I think that went right away. Like Vintage Plug bought that one. And then Yeah, I mean, not like too long. The other one sold pretty quick. That was like, it's like the blue circle, and it's got him holding the basketball where he's got no shirt on. I regret selling that one just because it fit good, and like the colors were pretty good on it. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of too. I feel like right before, like if I was to post that today, I feel like it would sell a lot quicker because I mean they were like the cheapest ones were like $100, so I don't feel like that's too bad. Like a lot of those were graphics that I didn't see before, like the Wild Side one and a couple other ones.
For sure. All right, you guys want to show this round? All right, you guys. So getting into the final 2 rounds, man, of the Vintage Battle Tournament. Let's ride it out, man. Let's kill it with some heat. So starting with you, Tony, man, what do you got?
So another shirt that I had 2 of, and I had to sell one during quarantine, just make things happen. But the American Gulick Tales from the Crypt art parody tee.
Nice.
Like, man, this shirt is so hard to me, and it was like right place, right time. My boy Charles hit me up, and his friend had just hit a lot at Madison Goodwill, I think, of like 20 of these, all different kinds. And I just happened to be in Chicago and linked up with the guy, ended up with a bunch of them. But yeah, the art parody ones are my favorite, and this is like my favorite of the bunch. I think it's like 95 single stitch on this is like the tag a lot of them are on. This but super clean. It was like brand new, no dry rot on any of them. That was my main concern, and they all turned out fine. So one of my favorites.
Man, that show used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Oh, dude. I think me and Phoenix talked about it on my collection video. Like, I used to sneak downstairs just to like throw on HBO late at night, and this fucker would come on. Like,
I remember there was one episode where it's like this little girl named Felicity, and it's like Felicity likes grape bubble gum, and she'll just like appear, and like there was some shit where it was like the elevator like stopped, and I haven't watched it back since I was a kid, but I just remember like the lights being off and my sister being like, Felicity loves grape bubble, and I'm just like, like scared as hell.
All right, Joel, you're up.
I'm just going with this Wizard of Oz. I really like this one. It's actually kind of like a random case for me where I like the smaller graphic one over the big graphic. I don't know if you guys are like familiar with the big graphic one where it's like the dress starts all the way up here by the neck.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It just looks weird to me because it's like feet are like coming out of your neck. You look like a person with no torso. But I don't know. I always wanted this, and I don't know. I feel like it's like, $80 online. And my buddy found it. He went to some thrift. He was about to come over to my house. He was in town. He lives out of town, and he goes there, finds this, and I'm just like, what do I got to give you for it? I know it's a little bit more expensive tea. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Just like, give me whatever. So that was cool.
Man, you got all the steals, man. I feel like every shirt is like, yeah, I got it for like.
Man, it's a lot of it is a lot of it is the same guy. Like, shout out Second Planet. He's a OG, and he knows that, like, he hooks it up. Like, that's why I still have the tees. I'm not just looking to like come up and then make a buck. I'll let him know. What do you want for this? He found like a crazy Coogee cardigan for like $11, and I'm like, what do you want for it, man? Like, then he's just like, I mean, I paid $11. Like, give me whatever for it, and like. I mean, I just like made him take 40, but still feel.
Love.
Sick.
But yeah, that's another thing that's definitely like a pet peeve, when there's the people that just act like they love and collect it. Like, oh, I love Nike, bro. It's like, yeah, we all do, like, and then it's like, I even feel bad ever acting like that. Like, oh, I'm really into this. Cause then if I do end up wanting to sell it, I feel bad. Like I'm just trying to come up.
Yeah.
Definitely, this will always stay with me.
No, it's a hard thing, especially when like there's pieces that like I won't sell. Like either like I got like even you two, like I got like the Road Dog piece from you, Tony, and then the NWO Revenge from you. And like those pieces, like you guys both gave me some good deals, and like like that's never leaving the collection. There's pieces like that. It's like you get from the homies, like Bowie with the 9-inch nails I got from him from the bins. Like he gave me like a stupid. Oh no, we didn't trade, but it was still a good deal. But you know what I mean? Like pieces like that, it's like you can't really sell it. And even if I do, like at some point in time, like sell it, it's gonna be for the same price. Like you know, that's the other thing too. Like not trying to make a quick buck. It's the love.
Not trying to let this get too long, but that's another one. I don't think I've ever wore this, but my buddy found it at the bottom of a bin on half off day, so it was 50 cents.
Wow.
And so he hooked it up, and it's just like I don't really wear it, but it's just like, you know, super iconic piece.
Yeah. That's just the display piece.
Onto it.
Yeah,
right.
For sure. All right, you guys, getting into the final round, the last round of the Vintage Battle Tournament. Man, this is gonna be. I'm really excited to see these last two T-shirts from you guys. So starting with you, Tony, what do you got?
So, of course, I had to show a Dennis Rodman too. The big face cowboy hat joint. Kind of definitely a newer pickup of mine. Been scouring the web trying to grab a couple new ones. Got the big autograph on the back with the 91.
Wow.
But this front grab with the glasses and the cowboy hats, it's like you could see him and like Carmen Electra like hanging out, doing whatever. Like, yeah. Always wanted this one. Finally got a good deal on it, so I had to grab it.
It's so sick.
I want the one that says "Be Yourself" on the front. That one's super sick.
Dude, the more you look, like, especially like sold listings and stuff, there's so many. Like, there's a lot of cool ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's so
so many graphics.
Super dope.
And that's what I was talking to like Tony from Boneyard, and he was like, "Man, these shirts used to be like we get them for like $20. Like people would come in with a shit ton of Rodman stuff, you know, like no one really wanted it." Because I remember even like when I started grabbing this stuff, you know, like the better graphics were like $50, $60, and I thought that was kind of expensive. But hindsight's 2020.
Always.
Weird to see all the prices go up. It makes you think like some of the stuff you regret selling, and then some of the stuff like I mean it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like we can only do so much, and hopefully get some more graphics. But Joel, you're up.
Last one's definitely super random, but yeah, Pinky in the Brain. I don't know why. This is my favorite graphic. Like I love the back one. This is one that I've always wanted. Just whenever I read the back, that Joey Badass song starts playing in my head. But yeah, super random, you know, not a super expensive shirt, but one that I got not too long ago. I'm hyped on it. I like the front and the back graphic, but it's not like anything too crazy. And a lot of times too, the measurements are like weird on this shirt. So yeah, I was glad to find one that is like faded, but actually, you know, fits me.
I feel like Pinky in the Brain shirts, like they always have like amazing graphics, and I love the ones like that they show like that, like a splash of color, but then they're black and white. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, sick guys, and that will do it. This is the end of the Vintage Battle Tournament final. If you guys want to show off the final T-shirts.
It would have been funny if we would have both pulled the Rodmans on each other.
I know when I saw you busted out, I was like, damn.
We would have been looking like that Spider-Man meme. Each other. Oh, which Rodman do you like better?
All right, sick guys, man. Again, I appreciate you guys for being a part of this. I appreciate you guys for coming. Man, I think it's going to be a tough vote. So you guys really brought out some heaters and kind of showed off, and you honestly did throughout this whole entire tournament. You showed off kind of what you're into and what you personally collect. So I thank you guys for that, and kind of leaving things off, man. I ask every single time, but this is the final round, so why should people vote for you, man? We'll start with you, Tony.
I mean, I just show off what I like, So like, if you like what I like, but then Joel has like the same stuff that I like because we both like the same thing. So yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a tough call. So I'm excited to see what they go for, man. So just vote, Don't just scroll past it. Like, let us know what you think.
Big facts. Vote. And for you, Joel?
I mean, I just think people should vote for whatever teams that they personally like better. I don't think there really is like one clear set in stone winner, but from the whole thing, that was my goal. It wasn't to win, it was just to face Tony in the finals. So I did that. So whatever happens after that, it's all good. I had a lot of fun doing it, so definitely.
Yeah, same here,
man. A win-win.
Yeah, and it was a matchup that like when I first made the bracket, I was trying to be strategic, but also it's like putting people up against each other that I thought would be interesting. So to see, you guys ended up in the finals together, I think it's really cool. You both have around the same collections. You're really passionate about your t-shirts, and to kind of see you guys go against each other is pretty fun. So again, thank you guys. Where can they follow you at? We'll start with you, Tony.
At Tonyviceic, and of course at Vice Iowa City. Check out the store.
All right, and you, Joel?
My IG is 2000Serene. Same with my eBay engraved. Also check out the Wasteland. He sent me this shirt, so he makes fire like new boot like rap style tees. So
he does. That shit's killer. I remember when he was making that. Like that's.
Yeah. He doesn't make this one anymore, but I know he's been doing like some funny ones. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right, you guys. Appreciate you for coming on. Everybody, remember to vote. Voting will end. What's today? Today's Wednesday. I'm gonna drop this video tomorrow, so voting ends on Saturday. Remember to vote. Vote for who you think won. And again, thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks, bro.
All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video, and it's going to do it for this series, man. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for Joel and Tony for coming on and doing this. Like I said in the video, I just appreciate them. But now it's up to you guys. Check out my Instagram right now, at Rise Again Vintage, to go vote. The official voting post will be up. And vote for your winning, man. Voting ends, today's Thursday. Voting ends on Saturday. So make sure you get your votes in by then. And man, that's going to do it. I just appreciate you guys so much. You can follow me on Instagram at Rise Again Vintage. You can follow anything Rise Again Media related on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Rise Again Create. And again, don't forget to vote. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, man. That's a big goal of mine I'm trying to achieve. So just don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends and everything. And man, we're gonna do more cool things like this while staying home. So stay tuned. And that's the end of this Vintage Battle Tournament. And we'll announce the winner on Instagram. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.